If you've ever felt like you have plenty of clothes but nothing stylish to wear, this video is for you. Welcome to It Girl Academy, where we explore how to become the best versions of ourselves through style, beauty, mindset, and how we navigate the world. I'm Asia Jackson, your student class It Girl president, and today we're breaking down 10 mistakes you probably don't even realize you're making and how to fix them so that your outfits finally feel intentional and stylish. Mistake number 1, choosing your size instead of the right size. As women, we're often conditioned to buy the smallest size that our body can fit into because we were told from a very young age that the smaller the number, the better. But here's the thing. When you only buy clothing in your size, you really miss the opportunity to play with shape and silhouette. Sometimes going up a size can actually make your outfit look more stylish or sometimes even more expensive. I'm usually an extra small, but I have purchased mediums and larges before because I felt that the drape was better in that size. And suddenly, the piece felt chic instead of basic. So another way to think about this is, think about blazers. In your true size, blazers hug the body literally like office wear, or you literally just look like you work at the White House.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
But if you size up, they can look really effortless. That cool, oversized shape that you always see on Pinterest and you always see the fashion influencers wearing. You're gonna have to trust me on this one, fellow It Girls. Once you stop limiting yourself to one size, your closet becomes way more creative. And actually, you become more creative too. Mistake number 2, ignoring your body proportions. I talk about this on my channel a lot. Style is not one size fits all. You can copy an outfit from Pinterest piece by piece, but if it doesn't align with your proportions, it's not gonna look the same. And I don't mean proportions as in generic body shapes, like apple, hourglass, blah, 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 blah. What I mean is actual little details like your torso length, your leg to hip ratio, the width of your shoulders in relation to the width of your hips. So the fix for this mistake is to learn what flatters your frame specifically, what flatters your proportions specifically. Longer torsos can handle high-rise pants effortlessly, whereas girls with a shorter torso like me might look better in mid to low-rise pants. Those with wider hips might feel snatched in skinny jeans, but for those with narrow hips like me, barrel jeans or wide leg jeans might bring more balance to your outfit. But remember, this isn't about comparison. This is about understanding your body proportions so that you can make more confident styling decisions. This whole process is meant to be empowering. It's meant to make you feel more confident in the clothes that you put on your body. Mistake number 3, wearing the wrong undergarments. This one is so overlooked, but it changes everything. You can have the perfect outfit, but if your bra straps are showing or your underwear lines are visible, the polish is gone. Now let's take this romper from Saint Laurent, for example. Looks amazing on the hanger, beautiful, gorgeous, but you do need to wear the right undergarments for it to really work. So instead of wearing a strapless bra, which as you can see is still very much visible, I would opt for double-sided tape and pasties instead. It's not the outfit that was the problem, it's what I was wearing underneath. It's really helpful to think of undergarments as part of your outfit. So seamless nude bras under light fabrics, shapewear when you want a smoother line, or even bralettes shown intentionally under oversized button downs. That's an example of how undergarments are actually part of your outfit. When your foundation is right, your whole look feels finished. Mistake number 4, not tailoring your clothes. I feel like this is another one that is so overlooked but makes such a big difference. Ready-to-wear clothing that you buy in a store is designed to fit an average body that doesn't really exist. That's why almost all of the things that you try on straight off the rack kind of just look okay. It's very rarely when you try something on at the store and it's like, oh my God, wow, this was made for me. You know what I'm saying? Pants bunch at the ankle, the sleeves are too long, the waist gaps in the back. And this happens precisely because everyone's body proportions are so different. And mass-produced clothing is designed to be as generic in sizing as possible so that it can fit the most people as possible. But the moment I started tailoring, girl, my life was changed. Even inexpensive pieces, you know what I'm saying? Like even a $30 pair of jeans with a $10 hem enhancement will look better than a $300 pair of jeans that are dragging on the floor. And like I've kind of explained before, tailoring doesn't have to be a complete like redesign of a piece. It can sometimes just be taking up the hem a couple of inches, shortening the straps of a top, or taking in a blazer to kind of cinch you in, you know what I'm saying? And all of that stuff is very quick and inexpensive. So even if you're like hemming a pair of jeans, that's gonna cost you like 10 bucks. But the difference is huge. Instead of forcing yourself to fit into clothes, instead, now the clothing works perfectly for you. Mistake number 5, forgetting about shoes. I used to make this mistake all the time in high school because I had like 3 pairs of shoes. Shoes are the period at the end of the sentence, but most of us treat it more as an afterthought, or at least I did. I have absolutely like thrown on whatever shoes were at the door at the time and then walked out the house and didn't realize until later when I was out in the wild that the shoes were not fitting the vibe of the outfit. The wrong shoe can undo the work of an entire outfit. It can completely destroy an outfit. Even if no one comments on it, it's noticeable. And it's not even noticeable in like that in your face kind of way, but sometimes it's more of like a subtle feeling or an inkling that something in your outfit is just not hitting. Always think about shoes as part of your outfit from the very beginning. If you're going casual, clean white sneakers always pull through. If you want polish, you can swap in loafers, mules, sleek boots, even like a little kitten heel. I love a kitten heel. Even the most simple jeans in a t-shirt outfit looks very intentional when you anchor it with the right shoe. Mistake number 6, sticking to one silhouette. I feel like we all have like that default silhouette. Now for me in my early 20s, it was a crop top with high-waisted skinny jeans. I wore it every day, every outfit, every day. And it didn't necessarily look bad, it just didn't look stylish. You know what I mean? When you wear the same formula all the time, you wear the same shapes all the time, sometimes, you know, you just get bored. You know, it doesn't feel like you're experimenting, you're not having fun, you're not really trying to switch it up. But the fix for this is to play with variety. If you're used to your good old skinny jeans, you can try wide leg trousers, or barrow jeans are really in right now. If you always wear cropped or fitted tops like I used to, you can try oversized bottoms to balance your outfit's shape. So it's not just fitted on top and bottom, it's, you know, fitted on top and loose on the bottom, so it's a little bit more balanced. Something that I found is that silhouette is where fashion really becomes fun because it completely changes the vibe of pieces that you already own. Mistake number 7, ignoring texture balance. I would say that most people only think about color when they get dressed, but texture is such like an unsung hero. It's what makes your outfits feel layered, dynamic, and just more interesting. Without texture balance, even the cutest outfit ever can just look a little flat. Truly stylish outfits, in my opinion, balance texture the same way that they balance color. So think like denim with silk, leather with knit, crisp with relaxed. Even an all black outfit can look intentional when you mix, you know, matte with shiny or soft with structured. I would say that texture is the difference between like, you know, I'm wearing a cute outfit versus I am eating. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want people to look at you and be like, she ate, it's because of texture. Trust me. Mistake number 8, neglecting grooming and maintenance. Clothes aren't just about how they look when you buy them. They're also about how you care for them. I feel like a lot of people ignore this part. Things like, wrinkled shirts, pilling sweaters, loose threads, very faded black clothing, they can downgrade like even the best outfit. Now, I have a confession to make. I used to be that girl that would iron my clothing like maybe once a year, maybe once. But the day that I bought a steamer, girl, everything changed. Wrinkles were gone in seconds, and suddenly I just looked a little bit more polished and put together. Let's take this video that I did for Stuart Weitzman a couple of months ago. I was so focused on filming this video that I didn't even realize that my dress was wrinkled. And it doesn't look bad. It just, if I had taken 5 minutes to just run a steamer over it, I would have looked way more polished. Maintenance is like the least glamorous part of fashion, but I feel like it's a hidden secret to style because people forget about it so often. So, things like a lint roller, a fabric shaver, a steamer, things like that can really, enhance your wardrobe. I even have like a little wardrobe care kit that I keep in my closet. It has lint rollers, it has the fabric shaver. Oh, it has scissors for like loose threads. Sometimes when I'm in a rush, I'll put on something and I realize that it still has a tag on it. So instead of like running around my apartment trying to find a pair of scissors, I just keep some in my closet to take care of that. And of course, my steamer. I think I can find links for all of this stuff and I'll leave it in the description box down below if you guys are interested. But I highly recommend keeping like a wardrobe care kit in your closet that is very easily accessible. So if, something is a little off in your outfit, you can just like go in, shave, roll, steam, do whatever you need, and you're good to go. Mistake number 9, over and under accessorizing. I feel like this issue is such a fine line. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you do too much and sometimes you're not doing enough. But the cool thing about accessories is that they kind of tell the story of your outfit. And in the past, I've definitely been guilty of like throwing on every single necklace that I owned and also putting on really chunky rings and my gold hoops and a statement bag and some like crazy shoes, all in the same outfit. On the other hand, I've also walked out of the house with absolutely no accessories at all, and I look like I didn't finish getting ready. You know what I'm saying? Mistake number 10, shopping without a plan. This one starts before the outfit even exists. If you shop without a strategy, your closet is never going to make sense. I used to buy random trends because they looked good in the store and they were trendy at the time, but then I would get home and realize that these pieces didn't go with anything that I had in my closet. Like, how am I gonna wear these? How am I gonna style these? And that's how you end up with 20 tops and 2 pairs of pants, or 5 statement jackets and no basics to wear them with. This is exactly why we stand in front of our closets and go, I have nothing to wear. The fix for this is shopping intentionally. Intentional shopping. You can start by building around your staples first. Build around your basics first. Pieces that you know you are going to wear over and over and over and over again. And then you can sprinkle in some trends that you genuinely love, not just because it's trending at the time. If you really love that trend and you love how it looks on your body, you love how it feels on your body, you can sprinkle those in here and there. A little sprinkle. And you will find that suddenly your closet starts working with you instead of against you. I do have a YouTube short on this topic that I will link in the description box down below if you're interested. So if your outfits ever feel off, it's probably 1, or many of these mistakes that we went over today. The good news is that they're all fixable, and once you start spotting them, it's really difficult to unsee them. And you don't have to take all of these mistakes and fixes and completely transform your wardrobe right away. You can just, start small. You can start with, hemming one pair of jeans, or start to think really intentional about the shoes that you're picking out for your outfit tomorrow. Don't forget to hit subscribe, because style is not just about clothes. It's about how we show up for ourselves. And at It Girl Academy, we're learning how to do both. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace!